Thank you for joining us for another episode of Wellness Wellington. I'm Cynthia Fritters, and today we're going to break down the results of the Healthy Kids Colorado Survey dashboard, and we'll put a link to that in the YouTube notes. Also, we will provide a link to the website on our website at theadultpotato.com, in addition to data downloaded from that survey that a friend of the show has put in a user-friendly format to view. Recently, there was a public comment at a trustees meeting using information from a lot of studies. The actual studies weren't named, but since public comment only allows 3 minutes, that's understandable. But what we want to focus on is the actual numbers from the survey of our own children in our own county, because we actually have those, and we are posting the information in the episode notes so you can see those results yourself. These are the numbers that are relevant to our town. First off, the most recent survey results are from 2021. Per the website, it is administered every other year to Colorado's public middle and high school students. It's anonymous and voluntary, and each year they have more than 100,000 participants. The survey includes information on many topics, but today we're focusing on mental health. Region 2 is all of Larimer County and only Larimer County, so we are restricting the data to that region. The first health measure is worded this way: percentage of students who felt so sad or hopeless almost every day for 2 weeks or more in a row during the past 12 months that they stopped doing some usual activity. The result was 41.5% of our students answer yes. And I get that. School is stressful. I remember feeling this way when I was in school as well, and it's important for parents and the community to realize this. But the breakdown of this 41.5% is very important. When it came to the grade, it increased from 38.2% of 9th graders to 45.8% of 12th graders. And that's logical. There's more pressure on 12th graders who are in their last year of high school, wondering what's next after graduation. With respect to ethnicity, the lowest rating of 33.6% went to the East-Southeast Asian population in the schools, and the highest rating of 51.2% was assigned to the other population, followed by 48.3% for American Indian/Alaska Native and 48.2% for multiracial. Now, here's the interesting part. When it came to sexual orientation, straight came in at 33.1%, with every other sexual orientation reporting at anywhere from 50.4% to 71.5%. So the range by grade level is between 38.2% and 45.8%. The range by ethnicity is a little broader, with 3.6% to 51.2%. But the range by sexual orientation is 33.1% to 71.5%. Where the non-straight kids reporting that they were sad or hopeless almost every day for 2 weeks or more in a row where they stopped doing some usual activity is between 50.4% and 71.5% of non-straight students. More than half and up to 70% of non-straight students reported that they had those feelings. That shows us that they need support. That shows us that there is a specific group of kids that is experiencing a higher percentage of unease than others. That's a red flag. Let's look at another health measure. Percentage of students who purposefully hurt themselves without wanting to die in the past 12 months. Our region, Larimer County, came in at 23.8%. Statistically, any group over 23.8% is overperforming, as they're higher than the average. But let's just focus on over 50% of a population. And for that, we're going to look at gender identity, where cisgender came in at 22.8%, not sure came in at 55.3%, and transgender came in at 64.9%. When you look at what population is self-harming at the rate of more than 50% of its population, it's those with a gender identity that is not male or female, or are not sure. And let's look at one last measure. Percentage of students who seriously considered attempting suicide during the past 12 months. Looking at the results, you'll see that the only outliers are for those that do not identify as straight. For gender identity, cisgender students reported that they seriously considered attempting suicide during the past 12 months at a rate of 18.2%. Those who were not sure or questioning their gender identity reported at a rate of 49.8%, and transgender students reported at a rate of 54.9%. And for those of you that are thinking, well then those kids need to change and be cisgender. That is not a thing, and that is beyond insulting to over 23 million people that self-identified as a member of the LGBTQ+ community in a 2022 poll. We will provide the URL for that poll in the episode notes as well. What the numbers show, what we need to realize, is that we have students that are hurting, and it doesn't matter what percentage of what group they fall in. Students are hurting, and we need to find a way to support them. But we also not ignore where the vast majority of those students fall. And as a town, we need to embrace trigger words like diversity to be able to embrace those students that feel that the word represents them. They feel different. They are reminded of it every time they are treated differently or sometimes even look in the mirror. All of our children, every gender, every race, every religious belief, everything, need to know that we love them, that we are here for them, that they can come to us and be accepted. Cis, gay, bi, it doesn't matter. Our straight kids, our LGBTQ+ kids, our kids that really aren't sure where they fall. They all need to know we're here for them, whether they see themselves represented or not. So let's look at our numbers from our county and our state and help every child that feels left out, that feels less than or left out for whatever reason that may be. Whether it's because they're bullied for being different in whatever way or because of the pressure that actually goes along with being one of the popular kids. I don't think that the kids realize how much they have in common with each other because they tend to see the glamorized version of others and the worst of themselves. No matter the reason for the way our kids answered the questions in the survey, we have those answers. We have the answers that we need. Now we need to show every single student out there that we are here for them, without judgment, without trying to change who they are, without trying to fix the world for them. We are here for them to help them see themselves for the incredible gifts that they are to the world, to find their happiness, and to find their places in that world. And for anyone that is considering self-harm or suicide, please call the suicide hotline at 988. Please, please make that call. We need you in our town. We love you and we want you here. We are working on ways to help and we will let you know about them as they come online. But please use the hotline and let them help you. We love you.